Our advertising efforts of today are media chainsaws in the modern consumer landscape, and our practices are creating a deforestation of our consumer. And it's errant as the logging industries were in the late 1800s, when the US government finally determined that we were causing a non-sustainable imbalance of our resources. If we run out of trees, that's a problem. And if you run out of consumers, then what? You see, our rampant desire for immediate gratification and to sell something to today's consumers has us staring straight into the bottom of a sales funnel, trying to squeeze the dollars from every consumer you can spam. But when we look at this model, we find that it cheapens our brand and lowers our value proposition. It increases expenses, breeds greater competition, and it lowers our profits. So what happens when we run out of customers or our sales drop? We cut our spend, lower our prices, fire people. In general, we panic. But for some reason, the activities at the bottom of the funnel are titillating, and you think there's so much activity. Everyone seems to think people are buying and selling and creating and analyzing and competing and forecasting all at this frenzied pace, and it feels good, like shooting fish in a barrel. It's great until you run out of bullets, or the trends change, or some other guy sells it for less. If you believe the consumer at the end of the funnel only responds to price, that's not true. You see, as consumers, we are both price conscious and brand conscious. We're cheap on some things and lavish on others. Where a 5-minute economics review about the price of elasticity demand could help. It's an economics term, and its measurement is used to show the responsiveness of elasticity demanded in terms of quantity when a product, good, or service is subject to price change. An initial cut in price can produce healthy increases in units sold, which is known as elasticity. It means that the relationship between the price and demand creates positive outcomes, or growth, or expansion, or stretchiness. But since we can't have enough of a good thing, what do? We do it again. And the laws of price elasticity of demand slap you in the face. So we try another price reduction, thinking we can double down on our recent good fortune. But the outcome is now neutral, which is neither good nor bad. But it feels like nothing happened. So we do it again, and voila. We become inelastic, or negative elasticity, which is a negative growth and typically the death knell for a campaign, a product, and perhaps for the consumer. All products and goods respond differently, but the economics math works predictably well. For example, some goods, like luxury goods and high-end wines and jewelry and designer handbags and cars, have this impermeable elasticity, meaning a decreasing product price decreases people's preference for buying that item because they're no longer perceived as exclusive or high-status products. But end-of-the-funnel marketing assumes consumers respond only to lower prices, when the truth is we're both price-conscious and brand-conscious. So using a broader strategy, focusing on creating lasting brand value and cultivating relationships with consumers throughout the entire buying journey will help save a forest full of consumers. For more about how to make media work for you, feel free to contact me today.